Hello everybody, today I'm going to review from the first chapter of this primary tree. So this is all about the diversity. You can see there that there are many different kinds of things around us, and this is known as diversity. And that different things can be similar or different in their properties. Here I already put an example. For the first example, look, I have two kind of fruits, this one and this one. And here I already write the similarities. So we classify the things based on their similarities and the differences. Look, both of them, they have round in shape and they are edible or can be eaten, and they are also juicy in taste, right? And the difference are, for this one, orange is smaller in size than the watermelon, right? And the skin itself, the color of the skin, the orange have orange skin while the watermelon has green skin. And the flesh, it has orange flesh in color, and for the watermelon it has red or sometimes yellow flesh. Here we can conclude the similarities and differences. The similarities are similar properties or characteristics that things have in common, while the differences is the different properties or characteristics that things do not have in common. Second example is, here I already put plants and animals. Here I have mimosa plant and I also have panda. Look, we will classify the similarities here. Both of them are living things, so the similarities are they need air, water and food to stay alive. They move by themselves. Of course, this one also move by themselves. They grow, the flower is blooming, the leaf is moving. When we touch, so we can say that this plant is moving by themselves. They move by themselves. They also grow, they respond to changes, and they reproduce to have young. Besides that, they also have the differences. Plants itself, they cannot move about freely, so they stick on place. And they makes its own food. It is called the process of photosynthesis, is making food by the plant with the help of the sunlight. While animal, here panda, can move about freely. They move about freely to find out their food, to find out their mates, and to find out the place to hide, for them to stay. And they feed on other living things. So some of the animals, they are herbivore, they eat plants, and some other animals, they are carnivore, they eat other animals or they eat meats only, and some other animals, they are omnivore. Omnivore is eating both plants and other animals. So they feed on other living things because they cannot make their own food. We can see on number 3 here, we can sort things into groups by looking at their similarities and differences. Okay, this is the classification. Okay, by sorting of things into groups based on some of their characteristics, it allows us to get things organized and see similarities and differences among things easily. So it will make our work easier by looking at the similarities and the differences. So things in the same groups are similar in at least one way, and things in different groups are different in at least one way. Last thing in here, living things can be classified into 4 main groups. They are animals, plants, fungi, and microorganisms. Remember, fungi are not plants because fungi, they cannot make their own food. They do not have chlorophyll. So they obtain food from dead or living things. Okay, so this is the diagram. Living things can be classified as animals, plants, fungi, and microorganisms. We can see the examples. Here are the examples of animals. We have bird, rabbit, turtle, beetle, frog, and fox. And they feed on other living things. Remember, animals cannot make their own food. That's why they feed on other living things. Now we turn to plants, such as grass, fern, rose, tree, and water hyacinth. Okay, plants can be classified into two groups. They are flowering and non-flowering plants. Okay, and they make their food on their own. Next one is the fungi, such as mushroom, toadstool, and bracket fungus. They cannot make their own food. That's why we cannot classify them as plants. They feed on decaying matter, living or non-living. And the last one is microorganism. They are the bacteria. And the examples are amoeba and paramecium. They are very tiny. We cannot see them with our naked eyes, and we need you to use a microscope to see them clearly. That's all for today. Thank you, and stay safe, stay healthy. God bless.